What's up, everybody? Jason here with another Barry Season 4 review. Today, I'll be talking about Episode 7. But before I get started, if you haven't seen this episode and you don't want it spoiled for you, stop the video, head over to HBO Max, and check it out. Then come on back and we can talk about it. But now that we're past the spoiler warning, let's dive in, shall we? With this being the second to last episode of the series, it had quite a bit of ground to cover to set things up for the finale, and frankly, it did quite well. I went into this with expectations, it being the second to last episode, and by the end of it, I completely forgot it was the second to last episode of the series. That's just a testament to how well this show is put together with the writing, the directing, the staging, the acting, everything. It's so well done that you just forget about all that little stuff. You're so invested in the story, whether it's of the episode itself or the entire season arc. It's a really fantastic show, and it's going to be sorely missed. So Barry really kind of takes a back seat this episode. He was captured by Jim Moss last week, and Jim Moss has been tormenting him. And through that torment, Barry kind of lets slip that he gave Gene Cousineau $250,000, which Cousineau didn't tell anyone else. So Jim Moss kind of uses that to entrap Cousineau, whose righteous, I'm a changed man facade finally comes crashing down when he's shown for the narcissist for who he really is. He just can't resist as soon as he finds out that Daniel Day-Lewis is playing him in the Barry movie. And I think that's kind of sad because really, Cousineau is one of the most narcissistic characters in the show, but he is somewhat at times empathetic. He really seems like he's trying to make a genuine effort to reconnect with his son, to do right by other people, but he just can't help it. He's just that much of a narcissist. And it's ruined so many relationships in his life. Relationships like him and Leo, and even him and Sally. And Sally is on her own path to self-destruction as she's trying to find Barry, figure out what's going on. And what's interesting is when she's on the front lawn with John and he's asking her what's going on, she says, we're just going to find your dad and we're going to keep doing what we're doing. And she has this moment, this realization that this is my life now. This is what's going to happen for the rest of my life unless I do something. And so when she sees that cop, she's going to try to get rid of John somehow. And that's by turning herself in, well, as an accomplice. But she's so raked with guilt over what happened with that biker in season 3 that she even starts hallucinating that the cop is him. And she realizes there is no getting away from it. And poor John, I really felt for that kid. He's just an 8-year-old boy who didn't ask for any of this, and he's just stuck with all these very narcissistic and just really downright rotten people. Speaking of downright rotten, we've got Fuchs, who I didn't really imagine the extent of what he was capable of until, all that went down at the house. And that was crazy when the 4 boxes were left on NoHo Hank's desk, and now NoHo Hank has to kowtow to Fuchs's whim. And man, I still do believe that much like Cousineau, much like NoHo Hank, there's still that facade that he's holding up, and the real Fuchs is inevitably going to come out. Now, one thing I thought was also really cool and really interesting about this episode was when NoHo Hank met Sally. Those worlds of Barry's, the acting world and the, crime world, have kind of remained separate. They've intersected at times, and they've gotten just close enough. Like Sally hasn't been part of Barry's other life quite yet. And just seeing NoHo Hank and Sally together for the first time in the show's history was really, really satisfying. And it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, because now Barry is having to confront NoHo Hank in the finale, and that's going to be quite a sight to see. honestly, I don't see a path of redemption for Barry. And at this point, I don't see any redemption for any of these characters. I feel like everybody's going to get what they deserve in the finale, and we'll see. We'll see just how that plays out, just what happens. And it'll be quite a ride. I'm really going to miss this show because it's been a really fun show to follow and to watch and just to see how it all unfolds and plays out. And it's going to be a bittersweet moment when that finale drops on Sunday. So overall, I'm going to give this episode a 5 out of 5. I thought it was great. It kept me at the edge of my seat the entire time. So much so that, again, I completely spaced on the fact that next week's the finale, even though I went in realizing it's going to be the finale. And it's just a great episode. It's a great way to set up the final episode of the series. But that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Are you looking forward to the finale? What did you like about this episode? What did you find interesting? Was there anything I might have missed? I want to hear from you. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click the like button. You want to see more videos, don't forget to subscribe. Click that notification bell so you can get updates on all my future videos. You can also follow my social media pages. Links are down in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.